All right, guys, got an exciting one today. The all-new 2021 Centurion Ri245. It's the first one we've got for the 2021 model year, and we are pumped to have it. And there's a lot of new stuff to look at with this new model offering from Centurion. So, as you can see, this thing is huge, coming in at almost 24.5 feet in length. It's a deep boat, which allows for room for a lot of ballast and space. This one is in silver metal flake on the main stripe with a frost white hull and interior deck with a frost white and silver metal flake drop zone tower that has the XL Bimini downfire speakers by Roswell and the bombshell board racks. But still holds that kind of classic look of the Ri series from the 237 and the 257. But they've added a lot of really cool body lines that give it just a little bit more of an aggressive look. Kind of similar to what you see in our FI line. You got these nice sweeping body lines towards the front here that kind of roll up into our ram fill vent. They've done some really cool touches with the new billet on this and the backlit ram fill logos. We've got the black Centurion logos on the side, and then our backlit Centurion logos on the tower. We have also done 30% window tint on the windshield. They've also got this air vent intake up here on the side next to your cleats. This is sitting on a tandem axle extreme trailer in frost white with silver metal flake fenders, which is a really cool touch. Big ladder up front, and they've done this really big stainless steel bumper plate for the bow. As you know, if you've had boats like this in the past, the rollers like to leave marks on the fiberglass, and you see a lot of runabout style boats or bigger like cruiser style boats that have those plates there, and I think it's awesome that they've added that. New badging and docking light system up here in the bow. They're kind of recessed back under this step plate on the front, and sneak peek at the interior, but we'll get a better look at that in just a moment. We've done just the black on silver accent wheels, which look really nice on here. But man, this thing is going to look super sharp on the water. We've had it out once, but didn't get any photos of it yet, but we will have on-water video of this 245 as well. It is equipped with the quick surf system with the Silent Stinger exhaust, where they've added these downpipes to get that exhaust even further down in the water. Trailer does have these steps and straps on it. Again, cool Ri245 badging on these billet rear vents as well. Pop-up cleats. Stunning boat. And I think the body lines and just the way this is colored is going to really give the boat a sleek profile on the water, although it is, like I said, it's a massive boat. We have done the triple layer gator step on this 245 with the beautiful wood grain pattern all throughout, which I think is amazing. Gator step and Centurion really allow you to get really creative with the gator step throughout the boat, and just makes for a lot more customization, and just you can really get a more unique build in that regard with all the different gel and vinyl options in conjunction with that. So on the back, we've got our Centurion logos, grab handles built right into the platform, and then they have this kind of thicker step along the profile on the transom. New for the Ri is this big rear trunk that you'll see. It's kind of pulled from our FI series boats. So when you open, you can see we got a surf rope in there, but we have a ballast bag in there option on this boat. This boat is set up with all the available factory ballast along with the ram fill. So you're going to have the plug and play bag here in the trunk, one on either side of the motor, which we'll see in a second. Do have nice big gator step traction pads on the gunnels and a nice walkthrough in the middle of the boat. Now, sun pad looks like a normal sun pad until we open or flip open the lean back here. So that thing can rest in multiple positions. As you pull it up, we'll hear it click. When you pull it forward, you can disconnect it and drop it flat. So you do have some rear-facing seating for when you're hanging out on the lake. Pop-up pylon. And nice deep seating as we've had in the RI series in the past. Really cool. They've added slam latches to the storage compartments back here. You'll see they do have a storage tray on the underside of both sides and a much bigger storage tray above the motor, but again, plug and play bags on top. I think this thing's got like 5,300 pounds of ballast in it as it sits now. And hiding under here is our ZZ6 engine from PCM. It's a 450 horsepower direct injection. It's the upgraded motor for this boat, and is definitely going to give you that performance boost you're looking for, especially over the 409. 409 to 450, not so much a noticeable difference in performance, but 409 or even that 450 high output to the ZZ6 on the other hand, huge difference. So this thing's going to handle the weight and any additional you put in it just fine. We've done Castano brown on the main interior. This is not the full hex vinyl. So on the top you just have our normal textured vinyl, and then we have the hex vinyl on our boxing and accents and our piping. So we've got Castano brown main with Castano brown hex on the accent and boxing. And then we have charcoal hex on the accent and the welt. So really rich, sharp looking interior. It's going to be really easy to keep this thing clean. I think it looks awesome with that toffee and whiskey barrel and black gator step. Really cool pattern all throughout the boat on the gator step, and they put it everywhere just to keep all your fiberglass safe, and I think it looks really sharp. Drop zone tower, better look from the inside, but we have the bombshell board racks, color panels, accent panels on the interior of the tower, leading up into our cover fire audio system from Roswell. So you have these big speakers, 2 speakers facing back, kind of angled slightly downward on this inner speaker with a tweeter there. All our speakers in the boat are going to have backlighting, so you can see I've got everything turned on. And then we have a subwoofer down below the kick panel here, which we'll see in just a second. Really cool Centurion backlit logos all throughout the boat. Side panels are in the silver metal flake too, so when you have those lights on, it just lights this thing up in here. Looks really cool. Let's go through storage real quick. We do have access to the trash can through the lean back with a hatch up top that you can open to get to it as well without opening the seat back. If we flip open our hinge seat, you'll see everything's on a gas shock now, so we have self-supporting hinges on or cushions on the interior with the charcoal mat in our storage lockers. Just gives everything a little bit of a softer surface to sit on and looks nicer. But it's not carpet, it's kind of just a mat. It's not going to hold water, so everything will stay nice and dry. 8-inch Roswell interior speakers as part of that cover fire package. So we've got 6 of those on the main cockpit and then 2 up front, so 8 altogether. So a bunch of speakers in this thing. We do have the sliding seat that drops into a couple locations, and one new feature is this nice step down from the walkthrough And when you have it slid back, you still have a nice step underneath the seat. If I flip open this side, storage is very similar on both sides. Obviously, we have the trash can on this side, but it's continuing all the way up to the front on the port side. And then we do have the seat backs for sliding into the slide seat. So you have some rear-facing seating, or you can slide them forward-facing as well if you want to kind of bring those people in the back a little further forward, which is pretty cool. Most boats don't have that. They just have the rear-facing option. Similar trim piece over here, a bunch of cup holders, and then we do have a port side flip-up seat for Wakeview seating there. I didn't talk about the Bimini other than that it's the XL Bimini, but by XL I mean this bow in the back flips backwards, and the bow in the front rolls forwards up to the windshield, so you get coverage in the majority of the interior. Like, the only people that'd be in the sun would be like right here along this back seat. So pretty sweet setup on the Bimini. There is storage on the roof for boards. In the OB, we've got a bunch of storage space in here. Can't really see very well, but I've got the cover in here. Batteries sit down nice and low. And then the Roswell amplifiers and battery switch are all mounted up here. You have access to the storage compartment from the bow. Close that up. Nice big love seat. Glove box setup is really cool. We do have cup holders up top, which is sweet. Our glove box lid, really cool touch. Backlit Centurion logos on this billet top, which is awesome. Glove box is just going to have your storage tray in the bottom with some charging ports. Close that up. Nice accent vinyl all throughout. Dash is completely new for the RI. And this is going to be a really long video, but there's a lot of stuff to talk about. We do have heater hose here. Another one in the walkthrough. Those are on the hose with the stationary heater vent at your feet, along with heated driver's seat. And you might have seen it, but the air dam is in the walkthrough as part of the whole kind of icebreaker package. But we've got the split view screen on the new RI. We've had a split screen on the RIs for a long time, but they weren't fully touch. They had buttons on both sides to correspond with everything, but like on your left side, you'll have your stereo volume there all the time. You can change songs. You can turn your speed control on and off, adjust your speed. Just have some of your vitals on there, which is nice to have. Same with your depth and water temp. And then over on the right side, we can toggle through our different sub-menus. So just to give you a quick demo, it's our home screen. We also have our surf plate settings here. So you can adjust the center and starboard and port surf tabs for your quick surf system. Ballast monitoring, so you can highlight what tank you want to fill and hit fill, or you can fill and drain all. You can also put it in trailer mode for when you're emptying this thing out. Or you can go in here, fill and drain from the control screen. We have a bunch of different lighting in here, so obviously the speaker lighting, tower lights up top, runway lighting below the track for the rear seat. You can also do the docking lights, which you can see those toggle on from there. New for 2021 on most of our boats is the integrated stereo. So the stereo is now through the screen, which is awesome. You have Bluetooth, AM and FM radio as your sources, and you have a weather band on here as well. With that comes zone control, so you can adjust individual areas in the boat, mute them if need be, but awesome feature. Lastly, we've got maps and the rear view camera, which is back on the just above the platform by the trunk. So that'll kick on if you need to see what's going on back there. Also have your rider presets. Factory presets are in there. You can go in, create your own, customize whatever you want to make it quick, easy to set the boat up when you're out on the water. It's a quick run view without going too in-depth, super easy to use. There is a wireless phone holder on the left side. There is a little cubby over here with the charging USB. We still have the stinger plate adjustment and speed adjustment on the paddle shifters here on either side of this new steering wheel, which I love the steering wheel. It looks really cool. It is adjustable as well. Subwoofer is vented behind that kick panel. And we just got this really nice fit and finish and trim here with the armrest over by our shifter. Nice, big, comfortable seat on the RI's, the Cobra racing seat. The nice cutout so you can flip around and chat with people in the boat. Do have a Grizzly cooler in the floor. It's a smaller cooler, but it's a really nice cooler. If you need more room for coolers, I usually just throw it in the walkthrough. Seems like a good spot for it. Ptm Mirror, upgraded mirror on this thing. And up in the bow, tons of space, man. It's super deep. We've turned it all into kind of a playpen setup with the bow filler cushion. And if you come up that ladder, you got a nice step from the front down into the boat without sitting on that seat, or stepping on the vinyl rather. And you know, obviously you can pull the bow filler cushion out, and it leaves you, it's a nice open walkway into the boat, but tons and tons of room up here. You're really secure if you have kids. You know, you're not going to feel like they're going to be able to jump out of the boat or fall out of the boat if you hit a wave or something. It's a really secure setup, and that's really the case with the entire boat. And walk through, or access to storage there. Tons to see. Super cool setup. This thing's beautiful. Definitely check out our on-water video. Really excited to explore kind of the capabilities of this new RI. So if you have any questions, give us a call. Our number here is 317-845-9253. Give us a call at N3 Boatworks. Thanks for watching.